adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon.
What's up, everybody?
iiRcadians assemble.
Yeah, that's right.
What's happening?
Mikey, I got a problem. I don't know the password. I gotta set up this poll, right? We're doing a poll.
Yeah, we're doing a poll.
I don't know the password. It's normally saved on my thing.
Just give it to him live on the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
no one will log in.
Let's say hello to some people. I'll put in the private chat. I'd like to say hello to Hollywood Polo, Mike Hawk Hertz. Welcome.
Don't say
Raven
that
is here. Mitchell B. Shampoo Swan. Welcome back. And we got a special guest. Welcome to the show, BklynMenace.
It's great to be here. Yeah, it really is. Like, since you guys announced this show, I was like so psyched for it. I watched every episode, and now look, you made a boy's dream come true.
You're here. You're here. We're so glad to have you.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Say hello to Punk Rock Dave, How to Bachelor, Steven Schwartzentruber. He's the one that has the cool R2D2 robots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah. Welcome to the show. And, of course, we have Made in Canada coming back.
Did you get that, Jeff?
I got it. Okay, I'm signing in. So we're setting up a poll, guys, and this is what. So the poll is going to be, because today we're talking about racing games, right? And there's not that many racing games on the iiRcade, but we want to know, what is your favorite racing game? Because we all can't agree. I don't think we all agree on the best racing game.
So it'd be nice. It'd be nice just to have like the community just kind of decide that for everyone.
Let's just let them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna set up this poll while we're checking out. Brad put together a little what do we call this? A little sizzle reel for racing. So let's check out this some, because you know what? You got everything on the iiRcade. You even got racing games. No, we don't have a steering wheel yet, but right now you can still play these games, and we got some cool ones. So check it out.
Some IIR racers.
Just a taste.
that was really short. I don't know.
I told you it was short.
I'm still working on getting the poll ready. So hold on. So let me see if I can remember how to do. Here we go. Poll. Okay, so we're gonna set up the poll. I'm gonna ask favorite racing game on iiRcade.
Yeah, and for this poll, we actually broke it down into little groupings for everyone. Like where we got the beach buggy games in one category. We got Riptide all by itself because it's, it's the only thing that's like it really. And then the World Rally and Neo Drift Out we got kind of together because, they're kind of similar. So if you like that kind of style. And then we got Cisco Heat and Rally Big Run because aren't they, I believe, isn't Rally Big Run a sequel to Cisco Heat? Correct me if I'm wrong. And then we also got Moto Rush GT.
Oh, it only lets you put 4. I don't know why we thought 5.
Oh, it only lets us do 4.
Right.
Huh?
Well, if your favorite is Moto Rush GT, put it in the comment.
There you go.
Favorite Moto Rush GT?
He's like, Brad's convinced that nobody will pick.
Hey, can I say hello to someone that just got an iiRcade?
Can I vote too, even though I'm on the show?
There's somebody that just now got an iiRcade.
Got it like
new
2
to the
days
family.
ago. Bozo Calvin Jr. just got an iiRcade.
Woo!
Congratulations!
Right.
I would like to welcome to the
Congratulations!
iiRcade.
He said the sound is loud on it. Yes, it is. It's very loud.
Oh, the sound. Yes, it's
Yeah.
definitely loud on the iiRcade.
He's already voting for Beach Buggy,
Yeah.
so he's already found a favorite racer.
What do we? Oh yeah, what do we? Well, let me see how this is doing. We got Beach Buggy's doing well. People are
But
voting.
wait a minute, How to Bachelor?
We'll leave
That's
the
because
poll
Beach
up.
Buggy was free. Everybody played Beach Buggy.
Oh, do you
Beach
think it's
Buggy
got
is
an
great.
advantage because everybody has that one?
Yeah,
Well,
it's
Why not?
free.
Let's vote. Let's vote. Let's vote.
Well,
just to
we'll
find
see.
out.
I mean, we might be going over some of the games on that list today. So, maybe by the end of the show, people have a change of heart. You never know.
You're right.
We should say what our favorites are until we let the community
Right,
have a chance.
right.
I'm not
Little
saying
swine
nothing.
one.
He ain't saying nothing. All right. Yeah. Well, I don't know. CT played one of the racing games this week, and he thought it was pretty good. So I got a pretty good idea.
Make sure
what might
Moto
be
Rush
yours.
GT is on that list. I know. We put it on the
Okay.
list, but make
JP
sure.
says
Yep.
Moto Rush.
Yeah, we got lots of opinions in the chat already.
Okay.
That's
They
good.
made
Yeah.
me sign a secrecy clause before I came on the show, so I'm not saying anything.
Yeah. Of course,
Yes.
he had to sign a contract. Yes.
Yep. All right. Well, let's kick things off. BklynMenace is here with us. BklynMenace, you played a game that is on this poll,
I did.
and you put together quite an awesome little spotlight video for us. So I think we should check it out. Let's take a
Hey, what's going on? It's your retro arcade friend BklynMenace. I was asked what's my favorite racing game on the iiRcade, and I really didn't even have to think long. And you know what? It's not even a retro game. Even though I love retro stuff, I gotta give it to Beach Buggy Racing. This game is great, and you know what's even better? If you own an iiRcade, you already own Beach Buggy Racing. Alright, here's Rez. Rez is who you start out with, but there's also a bunch of other really cool characters in the game. Now, you're not going to be able to play as these characters from the start. However, there's 9 different series of races in the game. And what you're going to try to do is get up to 3 stars by how well you place in a race. Those stars are going to help you unlock more levels in that series until you finally get to face off against one of these bosses. If you can defeat the boss, you can now unlock them and use them as your character. Now the races and challenges in the game, they're going to start off easy, but I'm telling you, they're quickly going to get difficult. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to level up your car. In order to level up your car, you need to earn coins. You're going to earn coins by placing first, second, or third in a race. After the race, you can head over to your garage where you can upgrade your acceleration, top speed, handling, and strength. Now, acceleration and top speed are great, and it's usually the first thing you want to do is upgrade those, but I'm telling you, handling is really important to help you turn on those muddy and icy courses, and strength. Strength is going to stop you from getting rammed off the road, and it's also going to protect you against power-ups. Speaking of power-ups, there's a ton of them in this game. So as you're racing, there's going to be these question marks on the course, and as you run through them by random, it's going to generate one of these power-ups. And these power-ups can be the difference between taking first place or last place. There's times when I'm in first place, I'm literally killing it. And then all of a sudden, at the last possible second, I get nailed with a power-up, and every single car passes me, and I go from first place to last.
Uh-oh.
What happened there?
I'm not sure. Was that?
Not
I don't
sure.
think that was the end, was it?
No, it's about about 3/4 in.
Uh-oh. Well, we'll make sure I post the full clip on the replay. We'll get it in there when we put it on the show. So sorry about that. Technical difficulties.
Something happened when we uploaded it, I guess. And I was
Yeah.
trying to get my. Speaking of technical difficulties, I was trying to get my iiRcade to boot up, and I'm like, and then it turns out it wasn't plugged in.
It was either that or my wife pulled the plug.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Well, you guys have to go watch the rest of it because there's some pretty funny moments at the end of that.
Because it was
I was really getting into it.
It's a great review. Thank you for that, Brooklyn.
Yes,
That's
yes.
So that is your favorite racing game, right?
Yes.
Okay.
On the iiRcade. it
On the
is.
iiRcade. Fair enough. Fair, because you know what,
And-
I think there's better. On
And I see
iiRcade.
people mentioning the second one, so I have the second one, but I refuse to even start it until I beat the first one. But I have heard the second one takes everything from the first one and steps it up a notch.
I agree. It does. I like the second one better.
Yeah, that's interesting. You know, I thought about buying the second one when all the sales were going on, and I actually didn't get it for the same reason because I'm like, I already got one of them. I need to play it and give that one my all before I go and get the second one. But everyone does say the second one is really good. Yeah,
it's got the drifting and stuff in it, and I'll tell you what, Mikey, this is what's going to sell you on it. It's got the leaderboards.
Oh, does it?
It's got leaderboards. So
yeah.
I know you love them leaderboards.
Oh.
It's good. It's good.
I'm talking to the missus right now. It's like Mario Kart, honey. We love some Mario Kart. Just saying. With leaderboards. Leaderboards. That's fun.
Well, BklynMenace, thank you for coming on the show. We don't have guests on too often. We had a guest last time, but we wanted to bring you on because you're an awesome member of the community. You've been doing spotlight videos for us. I want to know, why did you buy an iiRcade? What made you go out and pick up that beautiful Dragon Slayer cat behind you?
All right. Well, as you can see, I have a few different brands here in my home arcade, and what actually led me to Dragon's Lair was the fact that I wanted the Dragon's Lair from Arcade 1-Up, and then it just never came out. I know that they recently announced it, but when I saw the iiRcade with the Dragon's Lair, graphics on it, man, that was good enough for me. Now, also, there's another reason too. As you can see, my space is limited. A lot of you guys have these huge arcades where you could, have a bunch of different cabinets in there for different games. When you're thinking about space, the iiRcade is such a great choice. And
right.
And here's the other thing about the iiRcade. Every Friday is exciting. It's like something new. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
It's more than just like I have other cabinets, but what I have is they're the cabinet and the games that come with it, and that's it. This becomes a new cabinet every week. Yeah. And you also become part of a community. I like the whole thing.
Okay. Well, to piggyback off of that.
Be right back.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, he's in trouble now.
Uh-oh.
I just replaced CT Jason.
Oh.
This is the audition. Oh, we've been joking
I like
about
the way
that all week.
I'm starting to like the way this layout looks here.
It makes everybody a little bit bigger.
You can't replace CT. He's the man.
Irreplaceable.
But why iiRcade content? Well, what got you going down that road?
Why not iiRcade content?
Because it's my favorite cabinet to play games on. Like, I can play it. Like, I have CoinOps X over here with about 8,000 games. But even if I have a game on there, if it comes out on the iiRcade, I'll buy it because to me it's just the best place in my home arcade to play the game.
Okay. Do you like the retro games more, or like the modern games? You're kind of a mix.
Well, I have every, I like modern stuff, but I really do enjoy the retro stuff. I have every console known to man, but I love games that like all these newer games, they're so involved and they take such a long time to play through. And, most people are busy with work. So I love games where I could just jump on the iiRcade and just play, and you could play through a game in maybe an hour or two. Or just try to beat a high score.
So you got just like a select few games, or you have like just a big collection on your iiRcade? Like,
Oh
you
yeah,
just buy it all every week.
I have easily 150 to 200 games on there.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
you're like me.
Yeah, I have a lot too. So it means plenty for me to play.
Well,
Yeah,
like you said, every Friday it's like a new adventure.
Every Friday
feels
it's
like.
a new
We're
it's a
so
new console.
spoiled at
Yeah.
this point.
I know
Yeah.
we are. If you've been buying games,
What's your favorite game on the iiRcade?
Man, I love the Dark Seal games.
Oh yeah,
Night
Oh, those are
Slashers. What's that shooter? 10 guy? The Game
Okay.
Paradise.
Mhm.
Like a lot of people always complain about all these AAA titles. For me, that's not an issue. I can play the AAA titles anywhere. I like the hidden gems. These games that I find, I'm like, why did I never hear of this
Right.
game? Why did I never
Yeah.
play this game before?
Preach, brother. I mean, and that's the
Yeah.
thing, even for me, like, sitting, I have a whole arcade here, but, as much as I love all the games in here and I don't want to get rid of any of them, if you play the same ones over and over again, no matter how much you like it, it does get a little like, oh, okay, I can only play Mortal Kombat so many times, I can only play Pac-Man so many times. But getting the new games every week is a fun bonus. And then there are games that, because you maybe don't have such a nostalgia for, it's almost like a brand new experience.
Yeah, I agree too. When you get games like Truxton or In the Hunt, or an arcade game that's a real obscure classic like Tropical Angel, I mean, that's one of the things that really draws me to iiRcade.
Hey, sorry about that. I had to get the door. You didn't mean the pizza man. I can't
yeah,
be on stream with the pizza man.
calls your cell phone and makes it buzz too. Apparently, I don't know.
Oh no, they was letting me know that the pizza man's there. I'm on the other side of the house.
Oh, he's got a big ass house. I don't know. I've seen the
Yes, sir.
basement.
Sorry about
We've seen
that.
his arcade. I mean, come on.
We've seen his arcade.
We've
Yes,
seen his arcade.
It's just for him though. It's just for him. We've made that clear.
That's right. Just mine.
It's just
CT
his.
Jason though, man, he's traveling the world. He gets around.
You've
He's
been
always
all over
going
the place.
I mean,
Where'd you go
never
this
know.
week?
You
Oh,
never know where he's gonna end up.
I'm seeing Mickey Mouse. I chased him around a little bit.
Mickey Mouse
Looks
ain't
like you got
wearing a
your
mask.
machete all up in him, yeah.
I had to ask him to finally give me a picture.
Wait a minute.
I guess
iiRcade has
you
a
have
racing
to
team?
be-
John didn't tell us about this.
NASCAR, baby. I get down like that.
It says iiRcade on that car too.
Yeah, I was representing.
Yeah, man.
Did you-
John's stepping it
Did
up.
you win? Well, we are talking about racing games this week, so
Yeah.
CT, we didn't get to it in my video, but there was a part where I ran you down in it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm gonna check it out on your channel.
it was good. It was good. Okay.
Well, like I said, I'll get the full clip in there for the replay. So when you see Beach Buggy come up, it'll have the full.
I re-uploaded it, so let's try it at the end and see if it.
Okay.
The whole thing. So it's re-uploaded.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
All right. Well, we'll watch that in a little bit too. That sounds good.
Can I tell a quick story about making that video?
Yes.
Sure.
So you guys had mentioned earlier about the amazing sound on the iiRcade. What is it, like 1,000 watts? So all right. So when I was making that video, I had it hooked up to my capture card. And what I started to realize is if I didn't boost the volume up, I wasn't catching any volume from the game. Now, in the end, that made no difference because I just wound up putting the musical track under it. So what happened is I plugged in headphones to it for the first time and I turned the volume up to 10, right? To get beautiful sound on the recording, nice and clear. So Saturday night, it's 2 a.m, and all of a sudden I get the urge to play a game. So I pop on the iiRcade and I walk out of the room. Everybody in the house is sleeping. Well, after 1 minute, the video, kicks on.
The attract mode, yeah.
Yeah, the attract mode kicked in. And oh man, it was
It's
loud.
got sound on it too.
Yo,
yeah.
If you have an iiRcade, turn it up to 10 at 2 a.m. in your house and see the reaction that you get.
Man, I would say I've never had it past like 50 or 60%.
Yeah, I couldn't find, like, I was trying so hard to lower it. I was hitting all the wrong buttons.
maybe 70%, 75% a couple of times, but yeah, much higher than that. And that's with all my machines on and everything. Like it's a beast.
Well, but, where I live, I'm out in the woods, so our power goes out fairly often during the winter time from snow on the trees, taking down power lines and stuff. And when the power comes back on, it cycles your machine on. So I always try to make sure that I've got the volume turned way down, so that way it doesn't do that. It doesn't go to the attract mode at 2 a.m. and blare out the house from a power outage or something. But yeah, I suppose I could just turn the attract mode off.
So BklynMenace, you talked about getting footage for the game and everything. Why don't you talk about some of your background in editing and YouTube and stuff?
Yeah, well, I've been on YouTube pretty much since it started, and just like edit little videos and stuff like that. I actually started out. Remember Fraps from like many years ago?
Yes.
So I edited like Doom 3, and I edited the game from beginning to end and turned it into like a movie. So I kept playing the game to make sure I would get like the best visuals, and I got into doing stuff like that. Yeah, I've been an editor. I do a lot of editing for different YouTube channels like countdowns, and I do some graphics for channels and things like that.
Now, if people are looking for your channel on YouTube, they got to spell it just like it says on your banner.
Yeah,
right?
so it's BklynMenace, which is an abbreviation for Brooklyn. Because what happened is, so I've been a DJ since 1985, and I was DJ Menace, and everyone started calling themselves DJ Menace, so I changed it to BklynMenace, and that became my gamer tag. And I had to make the abbreviation because, so if you spell out fully BklynMenace and try to put that in a game, well, my name became Brooklyn Men. So I had to abbreviate to stop that from happening.
You don't want that.
We don't want that.
Oh my goodness. I can only imagine. I don't know what
So there was no like deep thought into it. It's I just didn't want to be Brooklyn Men when I was playing an RPG game.
You'd attract some interesting characters by doing that. I mean, you hang out you do convention stuff all the time, right? Or like
actually I do like the Gathering of the Juggalos. I go there usually every year, and I do documentary videos there. I do live streams. I'll be doing my first gaming live stream on April 2nd from the Game Swap. The Game Chasers are going to be there, and the Angry Video Game Nerds going to be there. They're doing a panel.
Oh, cool.
They're also going to have a double feature of both of their movies, which I've been looking forward to see, the Game Chasers movie especially. And it's going to be throughout the whole day. I guess there's going to be a bunch of vendors there, and they're going to have like arcades. They're going to have people competing against each other in games. So I'll be out there, man, and I'll be live streaming the whole time.
It's all going to be live on your channel then?
I'm going to be doing, this is my channel. My channel, like if you look back, you're going to see a lot of the stuff I've done. I have a totally another channel that pretty much runs 7 days a week, whether I'm on it or not. It's outside of the gaming community, but I've rebranded my channel, from
gotcha.
to do the more of the retro arcade stuff, which I love.
I think a lot of us that have been on YouTube for more than a few years have gone through some kind of rebranding in one way or another. Yeah.
The biggest challenge for me, actually, once I rebranded, is not cursing. So that's like.
We're still working on CT on that. Occasionally,
they got me on the leash over here. I can't say nothing.
Sometimes
I get lucky. Sometimes they let it slide.
You go check out his channel. He'll repost the same videos. A little bit more adult on his channel, but
it's all right.
Well, guys,
I'm challenging myself though.
Yeah. So we had some new games came out this week, right? Because every Friday is like Christmas. Now, Mikey was super excited about Montezuma's Revenge, right?
I was, yes. and I was able to pick it up. I mean, $2.99. How can you not pick it up for that price? It's a great game for that price. It's got the modern mode and the retro mode. I haven't given it a whole lot of time yet, if I'm honest. I've been playing the heck out of Truxton, like the rest of you guys.
I know.
You know, I looked that game up on eBay, $149.99 for a cart of that game.
Truxton?
No,
Or
Montezuma's Revenge for the Sega.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Wow.
We got it for $3.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's
I was
that's
shocked
a heck of
when
a
I saw that
retro
price.
game
Well,
deal.
Now you're
'Cause
talking
I was thinking I
the
would get it
original,
for some of the original.
but this one that we have is more
It's
than just
updated.
the original.
Yeah.
It's got a modern
it has
and the retro.
original,
A
and the
lot
retro.
of people don't realize that. It's got
Yeah.
and the modern version looks cool.
Mike,
Yeah,
are you playing the retro or the modern?
Cheeseburger.
I've been playing. I played the modern so far, but I'm definitely going to be giving the retro a go. I plan on doing a full-on game spotlight for that within the next couple of weeks. You know,
Yeah.
you'll see me get
It's on
into
the-
it because, like I said, I played it on the Atari. You know, so I have some history with
It's
that
Atari
game.
hard. You cannot fall at all.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah,
it's
you
not
can't
like
even
any other.
fall.
It's not like modern
Yeah.
platformers where you can fall. I mean, like you have to really be precise with your jumps.
Yeah.
I noticed that right away. You got to jump from right at the right spot. You can't cheese it. You can't just,
Yeah, stick
He
to the
kept on
left or right
falling on
and
his
jump
head and
when
died.
you're done.
But like the spacing of the jumps is very accurate. So once you learn like how far you jump in each situation, you get the hang of it. That's the way the Atari game was too. It's
Yeah.
very authentic to the original.
And it's difficult because it doesn't have endless, like you can't just keep putting credits in it.
Yeah, there's
You
no
get a
endless
certain
line.
amount and then you're done.
Right.
yeah, start all over. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm playing the modern version, but it still has that retro look. But they just kind of kicked up the graphics with the fire and the character and some, the little creatures in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm digging it.
I'm
If you haven't
enjoying
picked it up, $2.99. I mean, come on, guys.
It's so strange that with games like Elden Ring that just dropped and I'm playing on PS5, like with the amazing graphics, that these older games still like capture my attention. I think it's because you kind of use like you put like you use your thought in these games, like you know what I mean, like if you have like an artistic mind.
I got what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't know, like games like sprite games still to this day I just love the way they look.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My daughter, she's actually designing her own sprite-based game. She's in the chat, Chatty Cat. If she catches
That's your
this,
daughter. Yeah.
yeah.
Punk Rock Dave says, I suck at that game, but retro is a little easier. You can't just run down either. Really interesting. I wouldn't think that it would be
That was,
easier or different.
We got a Brady Goat 12. How is Evolution Soccer? Mike, you have that game, don't you?
No, I haven't picked it up, but it's definitely on my list that I'm watching.
Okay.
Because I think it's a really good soccer game. Some of these soccer games, they actually are translated over into the arcades really well, and they've aged extremely well. So I've played some of them over the years. I have some of them on my Neo Geo cabinet back there, but I definitely, if I was going to get one, I think the Evolution Soccer would be the one I would pick up personally.
Oh wow, look at this. Bozo Calvin Jr.
I was looking at that
Kung
too.
Fu Master, shake that joystick until I broke it in the arcades.
Oh,
All these things broken. Well, guess what? Kung Fu Master is going to be talked about by none other than Turbo Joe later in the show.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
look at that. I haven't tried the Evolution Soccer yet. That I think is definitely going to be the best soccer game on the system. I heard that you have to aim the shots and stuff a little bit more than just hitting a button, so makes it a little bit more skill to it than some of the others. But I'm digging it. I'm going to definitely try it. But like you, man, I've been sucked into the thing all week. And same thing with the other game. The last one we got is Tiger Heli, another great Toplin game. And actually, it's just kind of a different kind of shooter, really. But still a
Right.
big game.
Yeah, Tiger Heli was the first Toplin game ever. It was
Oh, wow.
it
Okay.
was also the first game that had the mechanic where you fire the bomb and it kills all the enemies.
Oh,
Brad's
So-
dropping
Papa
the
Brad
knowledge
dropping some
bombs.
knowledge.
Yeah,
Learn
so
something new every day.
history wise, it's a great game. You know, the graphics remind me a lot of Atari Xevious too. Like if you
That's
look
it,
at the
right
time
over your
period it
shoulder,
came
right there.
out.
Oh, you just missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop some knowledge too. Truxton is really hard. Okay. I'll just put
Yeah.
that-
Let's take a.
Hey man, first page Truxton.
No.
Don't
Jeff,
rage quit though, because
Jeff,
I
let's pull up
noticed
the
that
scoreboard.
even I'm starting to get a little bit better at it. Like I've gotten further than I've ever got. I don't know if I don't think I've gotten past the first level, but yeah, that game is ridiculous.
It's
Throw those
crazy.
leaderboards up there, Jeff.
Let's take a look at this. This is current right now on my iiRcade. Look who's at the top spot. Can you guys believe
Dad's
this?
good. You got that.
Look at this.
Mad
Respect
Dad.
to
We
Mad
can't
Dad's
let this
gaming.
happen. We can't let that happen.
Oh,
we
Mad
got
Dad's a
we got
great
some
guy.
work to do, boys. We got some work to do.
Rainwater, you in 5th place.
It's playing.
Put
Jeff's
that work
putting in
in.
work. Yeah, Jeff's
I'm
putting in work.
I'm trying.
Still on
Tom's
the
is
first
way down there,
page.
UAG.
Papa
Steve
Brad's
the
still on the
Schwartz.
first page.
Still on the first page.
Look at even,
Fonzo, is coming up there.
Yeah.
where are you guys at? Oh,
I'm
Papa
on
Brad's down there.
page 7,823.
I don't.
I'm not even
see him
in it.
on here.
Can
Brooklyn,
we
where are you?
request for about 6 pages instead of
Yeah.
2? I think we
Right?
need more pages. It's like
Yeah.
the next thing we need to start asking.
You
for.
in the chat, Michael? Some of these games might need at least one more page.
Yeah,
There's
This
Brady
game is
Goat
so
at
popular, it could use
25.
more
Good job,
pages.
buddy. Herb's on
Mikey
there.
J on there. Okay.
There, yeah, I'm up there.
Okay,
I
son.
was up a little
You go.
higher though, man. People are playing. The scores are getting up there. Yeah.
Steven
That's your boy
Sports Intruder says,
DKOT up in
"Beast me
there."
down." Pookie is on there. To
Welcome
die
to
for
die.
Anti-Hero, Herb Wars. This is tough. This is a tough leaderboard. This is everybody's on this week.
Is this the hardest leaderboard on the iiRcade right now?
Oh yeah. Oh, dude,
I'm the most played.
and look at the dates on here. They're all within the last few days.
Oh yeah, I was
I
in
mean-
12th, but I'm slipped. I moved one, only one. Mikey
But-
got ahead of me, huh? Where's Mikey?
I'm on the
Like-
second page.
Oh yeah,
You're still down to 23rd. Like
someone
this
got
is
ahead
a-
of me. I was in 12.
but
this
look at
is
the
a
names on these
competitive
lists, though.
leaderboard.
I mean, these are
Like a who's
these
who.
are some players here. Yeah.
To die for.
Cassicade.
Herb Wars. Love Herb Wars.
Light is on there in
Kev
3rd
Brett.
place. Come on,
Everybody and their
Michael.
mama's
Brett.
on this list.
Michael
lot
don't
of
have time to play
Rudy.
this.
Yeah.
It's like all kind of people in the home arcade community.
Vader, there's Kev Gret. Yeah, Reset. We got all kinds of good.
And we got
good
Michael
players.
in 3rd, huh? Michael's light, huh?
He's
3rd
slacking.
place. Corrupt Neuron.
Yeah.
He's always at the top. That guy's a gamer.
Michael's slacking on us. Well, anyway, so there's your update on the Truxton leaderboards. If you guys haven't picked up Truxton, it is a super addictive game.
Truxton is a reason to buy an iiRcade. It's that good of a game.
Trucks
so
is
addictive.
It hurt.
I didn't
hurt
see
my
you on
head.
there, CT. Where were you at?
I gave up after the first minute. I tried it so many times. I tried to listen to your video in my ear every time, and it just hurt my head. I gave up.
He goes for the real racing games. That's what he gets in the real race cars. Goes to Indy 500.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
he's
heard
too
people-
busy in Disneyland.
I've heard people saying on Truxton, like if you want to get a higher score, don't when you see the power ups, like to change your weapon, don't do it. Try to keep hitting the same weapon, and you get more points.
That is true.
You can get like a 5,000 bonus. I've gotten a couple of them, and then also for the speed, like I was telling you, Brad, not to get the speed power ups because you can go too fast, but you can get the 5,000 bonus points off the speed power ups too.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. But I think the big thing in Truxton, if you want a pro tip, is you just gotta because I'm a pro, right?
You gotta put in the
Hey,
time.
you're 5th in the world.
You have in the world.
5th in
You
the
have
world,
world
Jeff.
of
You have to
iiRcade.
learn two things: when to use bombs and when not to use bombs. Because there's spots where you might think you need to use more than one bomb, but you can get by with just one. And then there's other spots where try the different weapons. Don't be afraid to experiment and see, because the 3 different weapons all have uses in this game. And some spots when you switch to the other weapon, you'll realize, oh wow, this works really good in this situation. So don't be afraid to experiment with the other weapons. I know it's easy to get set on one of them as your favorite, but they do have uses on different bosses and mini bosses and stuff.
Yeah, don't play like me. Like the game starts and then immediately bomb. You know.
Can I pull something
You
up
won't
real
get
quick,
very
Jeff?
far.
You see what Michael wrote up in there? Papa Brad sees it.
Oh, he's laying it down to smack. Wait, put that back up.
He wants his crown back. He's coming for it this weekend.
Oh,
You need some time to
Okay,
take back the
throw it down the
Truxton
ground.
throne.
Guys, Michael is currently at 211,800. He's about 3,000 shy of number 1 spot, but let's make sure that Michael can't get it. So I want to see everybody over 200,000 this week.
Yeah, we all
download the
need
game,
to play.
practice it. It takes practice. And let's make sure Michael can't get to the number 1 spot. Take him down.
Need to play. Jeff, I did a quick poll too for the show since we're doing the racing games.
Okay, what do you got?
This was a poll on my channel. I asked, let's see, what's the best genre for iiRcade?
Okay.
And I had these different categories to choose from. I had platformers and Retromania games, shmups and shoot 'em ups, racing and sports games. Then I had I only want modern games, and old school and rare arcade games, hidden gems and hits. So, and those are kind of the numbers I came up with my quick poll.
Interesting. Okay.
Mike is peeking around the corner looking at it. Look at it.
Obviously, it is. People do feel it's the king of shmups because look at how high shmups are. It's crazy.
And
then
I
people
picked
want
old
modern.
school.
People want. You know, the thing I love is
racing is only 4%. Wow.
The
They're
shoot 'em ups
delivering-
can fall into the old school category too.
They're
so I'd
delivering
say that wins.
yeah. They're delivering a wide range. That's what I like. It's like there's so many genres they're covering.
So I want to ask this. So let me, and this kind of leads into our next topic because I noticed racing was on there was only 4%. So I don't know if that's just because like shmups and the old school retro stuff are just so good on this, or if people just don't like racing without having a wheel. Do you think that is playing a factor into this? Do you think like these racing games, people just aren't gravitating toward them because there's no racing wheel? Or is that not really needed? What do you guys think?
It depends on the game. It really does. There's some games they can be optimized for the joystick perfectly, and we'll talk about some of them. We've already talked about Beach Buggy, and then there's some games that if you were going to get it, you probably would rather have the racing wheel. Yeah.
What do you think, Brooklyn? Racing wheel needed?
I don't, for me, it doesn't really play too much of a factor into it. But, for the people that do want the wheel, you never know with the new version of the cabinet coming out this year. There is speculation that there can possibly be switchable, control panels. So
you might be onto something there. I know Michael is in the chat, so he's listening. He's probably going, can't say nothing. We understand, brother. CT, what do you think? Do you the racing? I mean, you've got racing cabinets. You just got another racing cabinet.
I got a racing cabinet. Yes, I got to put it together. But as far as iiRcade goes, I don't need a wheel. You know what I mean? I played the game. I'm going to show you in a second where it felt so good. So good, I was shocked. I'm really getting to that game. I can't wait to show you.
So I think, I really, it's kind of like playing a golf game without a trackball to me, but some of these games actually play really well with the joint. Like
I think it depends on the game. Yeah,
it depends on the game.
Well, when we get to the, we're going to be talking a little bit specifically on what games a little bit later on. But I actually have my racing cabinet sitting right here next to me, and I'll go right down my list on ones that I think go good with a joystick and which ones you're better with a wheel with. So
yeah. Well, I think if you look at like Beach Buggy or Crazy Taxi or Mario Kart, I mean, I don't think a steering wheel is always 100% the solution for racing games. And like even MotoGP, the arcade game that's on iiRcade, I don't think it had a wheel. It used a joystick.
And how
so
many
not all racing games need it.
Like all these console racing games, you've got your Forzas, you've got your Gran Turismos and all this. Yeah, you can get steering wheels for your PlayStation or your Xbox, but I think the majority of people still play it with a controller.
Right, they do.
So,
exactly. Yeah,
usually except for like the real hardcore people that are into racing stuff, they'll get the whole setup.
Now, I don't want to be. I want to be clear. There is an arcade experience to be had when you have that racing wheel and you got the pedals and you got the shifter. Nothing compares to that. But I think what we're all trying to say is there is some fun to be had by playing some of these games that do play well with just a joystick, right?
Absolutely.
Man, you can still get down like that. Still, with a joystick, it's all right. All depends on the game, like Brad said.
Yeah.
All depends on the game.
Yeah. Now, like the creme de la creme Daytona USA, like now, if we're gonna get Daytona USA, you need a steering wheel for that one. Yes.
You think so? Yeah, there's some maybe that you really just can't get. But I love how the Bachelor's comment though. We don't need to put it back up, but he's talking about the wheel from the Wii. Do you guys remember that? You take the little
Yeah.
wheel,
I remember that.
and it's just a little plastic wheel. You stick in the wheel, and then you just go like this in the air. It was the cheesiest, stupidest thing ever. But we all got one. You know, you did.
Well,
yeah.
I have the Wii's and the Switch ones, and I still prefer playing just with the Pro controller.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. They make one for the Switch. I think Rob Kessel's Arcade. He's got a Switchcade that he turned into a Mario Kart driving one. You know, so
yes, they did come out with kind of like more of a professional regular racing wheel for Mario Kart, which kind of looks interesting.
Oh, really interesting. May have to check that one out.
So here's my question: would you rather have a wheel, or would you rather be able to, before the end of this year, play these racing games against your other iiRcadian friends?
Online, 100%. 100%
Online all
online.
day.
Online all day, 100%.
Like, how cool would it be to play beach buggy racing and everybody in the game is somebody that you
that
know?
would be an
Awesome.
experience. Yes.
Well, I think we're heading down that road now. I don't think that the racing games are going to be some of the first ones they do online. I'm pretty sure they're not, but they're talking about online for pretty much all the games, right? I think they said all of them are going to be.
That's
so
right. In the first quarter's almost up.
How many days does Michael have left? Let's remind him. Michael, I think you got about 20 days left or so, bud.
I'm not counting, but some people are.
So CT Jason, the game that he played is one that I think works really well with a joystick because of the way that you do the tricks and moves in it. I think we should take a look at CT Jason's first impression of Riptide Renegade.
Let's see it. So since we're looking for some racing cabs today, I'm going to find me a nice one. And I think I got me a real nice one. This one right here, Riptide GP Renegade. It's got some great graphics, something a little bit different than what I've been playing on here. I think I'm gonna like this a lot. We're gonna try this out. We're gonna see how it plays. My first impression. I bought it, but I ain't touched it yet. All right, let's see what we got right here. Get my volume right. All right, we got a lot of buttons going on. Boost, back, look, excel, brake, and stunt. Okay, I just gotta make sure I got it. I gotta look at that's a lot of buttons. Usually most of these games got 1 or 2. I'm using all 6. I gotta make sure I'm good. Can't get this one right. Back, brake, I'm ready. Riptide GP Renegade, let's get it. All right, we got career, quick race, split screen. We're gonna do a little career. Let's see what that looks like. All right, I gotta work my way up. And pick a course, okay. Yes, we should start right in the beginning. Upgrades. You can do a lot up in here, it looks like. I think I'm gonna hook this up. See if that makes it a little bit better.
BklynMenace could have done this music.
Oh, this is nice. The music does sound good. People. Guess I gotta work my way up. This ain't too bad. Guess I got this guy, I'm gonna stick with him. We're gonna get it done. It's got all types of people you can choose from. Whoever you want, I'll stick it with this guy.
Hydro Thunder.
Make sure the sound is nice and good. it's a lot of reading. I don't feel like reading all that. Let's just skip it all. Let's get it. Oh, yeah, I like this. This feels nice. All right, let me get right here. Pow! There it is. This is easy. And I'm surprised. You know, you figure this might be a little bit hard, not a steering wheel on it, but it feels good. Just tap a little bit left, a little bit right. Use your brake right. There it is. Oh, I like this. This is a nice game. Graphics are good. Controls is great. Look at that. I got some skills. Yes, I do. Let's get it. This is tight. There we go. Oh, shoot. This is nice. Got a little water effect on the screen. There it is. Ain't nobody catching me. I'm the champ. Oh, I wish this had online play. Oh, oops. At least I got back up quick. I gotta hurry up. They coming. There it is. Oh. Like I ain't shrugging off like it ain't nothing. It even tells me what to watch out for so I don't mess up again. There it is. Let's go for another. Yeah. Yeah, this feels like a game I could definitely see myself getting into, playing it later on. They ain't catching me. There it is. One more time. Oh, this is nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that's it. I'm the champ. I'm the champ. Yeah, this game is good. Well, this is all I need to see out of this. All in all, I like it. This is a great game. Look, I scored high. Let me see what I got. Made some money and leveled up. Level 2, huh? How was that good? This game is good. Makes you feel good when you win. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to be reading. I like it, though. Thumbs up in my book. I like this game. Give it a thumbs up. Y'all should play it. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah,
I like that game. It's nice.
You like that one? How much is it, CT?
How much was that game? It was like $12.99, something like that. I forget. How much?
Yeah,
is
I think it's
Yeah.
$12.99.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
It's like
There
Mikey's
ain't
gonna
that
have to buy it now too, because Chatty Cat says she wants it. So,
Oh, we have that one. That one's
Oh,
on
you
our
already got it.
machine.
well, Chatty Cat, there you go. You can play it right now.
I was
Just-
gonna say it's back there playing right now. As a matter of fact. Oh no, it's not. Somebody was out here pressing buttons.
You know, in beach buggy racing, there's a little Easter egg. If you're going through the character selection, the main character Rez is playing Riptide 2 on an arcade machine.
Oh really?
Yeah, so wondering if that will eventually make its way to the iiRcade.
Are they
They're
made by the same company?
Yeah,
same
they're made by the
company.
same company.
The more you know. Knowing is half the battle.
Right.
Well, what do you guys think as far as if the iiRcade goes more into racing games? Well, first of all, do you think maybe the reason we're not seeing a ton of racing games right now is because they've got maybe a wheel coming in the future for it? And if so, what games do you think are realistic for iiRcade to get that you would want to see on the iiRcade?
Crazy Taxi, please. Crazy Taxi.
I said realistic.
agree with
bro. I said
Brad.
realistic.
Crazy Taxi is great, but it'll be difficult because of the music. They'd probably have to, like, a lot of the music would have to be removed.
Which, I mean, is that a make or break for you guys?
For me, it doesn't matter.
What the music? I don't care about the music. Give me something similar. It don't matter. No copyright music. It don't matter.
I know for me, when I bought my Ninja Turtles arcade 1-up cab, everyone was making a big deal about the music, and it did bother me at first, if I'm honest. But after I got it and got it turned on and stuff, I don't care. It's the same thing.
What about other like kart racer clones, like the Garfield kart game or something like that, where it's not a Nintendo license?
Well, yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to think of stuff that is realistic for them to get. Like, they're not going to get Forza. They're not going to get,
Gran Turismo. No.
Yeah.
But they could get Chase HQ, maybe. That's a good one that I think people would be interested in. Isn't that a Taito game? I
don't know. I should have done a little more research onto this question before I.
Well, here I'll tell you real quick.
The racer game that comes to mind for me that I really would love to see is Cruisin' Blast. That game.
That's
a new one, right?
It's awesome. Yeah.
I wonder if that's too much memory for this.
It is. They would definitely have to tone it down for it to work, I think. But
it's a great game.
It would still be great to have.
I played it in the arcade with my son, and it's a blast. But it's a blast, Cruisin' Blast. But yeah, no, I agree with you. But I just think, gosh, I don't know the limitations of the. I think the memory is the biggest limitation that iiRcade runs into with the newer games, because some of them are just huge memory hogs.
Yeah. Prince Malcolm just about Crazy Taxi. He said the music change wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I can confirm, I just launched it here, that Chase HQ is indeed a Taito game, and I know that's got a decent amount of fans out there for that game. Just saying so, Michael. Spy Hunter. Now,
is that really a racing game though?
No, but I still want it.
I know. Yeah. I remember when that was the top game in the arcade. Everybody was playing that game.
Who has Spy Hunter? Is that a possibility?
I think it's Bally Midway.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that's Midway.
Yeah.
Huh.
In the arcade, it was Bally Midway.
But then there was the Sega games, Rad Racer, Racing Beat, Rad Mobile.
Oh man, are we gonna have to wear those blue and green 3D glasses? You guys remember that for Rad Racer?
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be. I can just see my wife walking in the room. I'm sitting here with my iiRcade. I got these funky glasses on,
And maybe they could just make their own kart game and make the iiRcadians with giant heads in little karts.
That's like all of us. You could race as BklynMenace with the hat with the little
Would it be so wrong that even though if they made that, I would probably still play a CG Jason?
We'd all be CG Jason.
Sorry, they're gonna have to get the Friday the 13th license for that. So
yeah.
Hockey mask.
That's right. Yeah,
you
make a point. It's just a hockey mask.
We can't do this show without mentioning one game in particular, and I'm talking about pole position. And there was the arcade version, and there's also the Atari 2600 and 7800 versions of it. And the 78 version was designed with a joystick in mind. And I know that Atari license is up for grabs out there. It's no longer exclusive with anybody, so. Just saying that could be a good one, fairly cheap. Pole position Atari 7800. That's not a bad game that would translate pretty well.
I still want my off-road racing, but I want that in a dedicated cab with 3 wheels. So nobody seems to want to do it for me. I'm gonna have to get an original one. I don't know. Well, guys, we have another racing game spotlight from another good friend of the show who's done content for us. Has an awesome arcade in his place, and that is Third Floor Jason. And he is a video of Neo Drift Out. Let's take a look.
What's up, guys? This is the Third Floor Arcade with Jason. And today I'll be taking a look at one of my favorites on the iiRcade, and that's Neo Drift Out. This game is currently listed at $7.99 on the iiRcade online store and ranks in at number 99 on their top most downloaded games. Neo Drift Out is one of those classic rally racing games that hit arcades in 1996. Developed by Visco Corporation, Neo Drift Out is the 4th title in the very entertaining Drift Out series. Definitely a pretty sweet game. Let's take a look at some gameplay on Neo Drift Out. Alright guys, let's put a coin in. Let's get started. Let's check out some gameplay. So I was super excited when iiRcade announced they were bringing Neo Drift Out to this home arcade. Let's put our name in real quick. So in this game, you have 3 different cars to choose from. You got the Toyota Celica, Subaru Impreza, and finally got the Mitsubishi Lancer. Each car offers varying speed and control. Normally, when I'm playing this, I go with the Subaru. So this is the practice stage. It's a quick practice stage just to get you introduced to the game. Basically, the goal is just to get to the finish line as fast as possible. There's definitely a learning curve when it comes to the controls. Took me a little while to get used to it. Alright, so there's a practice. Love the music and just the sounds in this game. It's definitely pretty awesome. So there's there's 6 different stages to conquer in this game. Got Europe, Africa, Snowland, Southern Hemisphere, Scandinavia, and Great Britain. See how we do here on the first stage. The key to this game is just mastering these tight turns for sure. Whoa! We got a checkpoint. There we go. See if we can pass this guy here. Oh man. So there, we made it. We had 4 seconds to spare. Definitely an awesome game. If you like these rally racing games, definitely check out Neo Drift Out for the iiRcade. It's only $7.99 on their online store. Just love this game. Here we got the second stage here. So these stages, as you advance through the game, definitely gets pretty tough. Especially the snow levels get real slippery. The one thing to note, this game doesn't have online leaderboards, but it's really not too big of a deal with this game. Oh man, we're gonna make this checkpoint. Whew. Oh man. We're gonna make it. Ah. We're in penalty time. All right, so that was the second stage there. Definitely an awesome game, guys. Highly recommend Neo Drift Out on the iiRcade.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Very similar to the World Rally games, I think. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Oh,
and,
that's what.
and the snowboard game that comes with the iiRcade. But I love all of those games. I love the ones where they tell you when to turn.
Well, like, and it translates super well to the iiRcade, the joystick design from the ground up on Neo Drift Out, and those others. Absolutely.
I think you're right, though. If you take the snowboarding game and turn it upside down, it's very similar to this. So if you like that one that came packed in with your iiRcade, then check out Neo Drift Out or one of the World Rally games. They're all very similar.
But so that was $7.99, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the price, CT?
Gotcha. I was a little quick on that one.
Well, let's see what the community thinks of that one. Do they like that one better than the others? Because here's the poll we get put the beginning of the show.
Oh,
and I'm not seeing Neo Drift Out. It's 13%, but I think it looks like Beach Buggy and Riptide are the win.
Beach Buggy is free. That's why.
Buggy and Riptide.
Well, I gotta say, for me, I did end up voting in this poll, and I was debating very heavily between Beach Buggy and Riptide because I love both of them, and I knew everyone was gonna say it's because Beach Buggy's free, but no, it's because it's a Mario Kart clone and it's got the multiplayer. Right. And if they can get 8 people or 6 people playing that game online, that would be a lot of fun, guys. That would be a lot of fun.
Beach Buggy 2's got my vote. What do you guys think? We already know BklynMenace is Beach Buggy. What about you, CT? What's your favorite?
Well, I'm going to be a little biased this week. I like the Riptide. I really played Beach Buggy like that. I played it the first round one time. That was it. But that was only because there's so many games to play. You know what I mean? So I got to play it more.
Papa Brad?
Yeah, I think my favorite is Riptide GT Renegade.
Oh, we're split among the panel today. Interesting. Okay. Well, there you go. All good games.
How can we be split? What was your vote, Jeff?
I'm a Beach Buggy guy. Beach Buggy 2 is my favorite on the system right now. So we got what, 2?
We got 3 for Beach Buggy.
3 for Beach Buggy and 2 for Riptide.
So that's pretty accurate.
No, just like our poll, it's the same ratio almost.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
No love for Cisco Heat. Nobody likes that one, huh?
I like it. It's a fun game, but it's not Riptide GT Renegade.
Well, since we're talking about Beach Buggy, let's give.
Can we try that?
Menaces.
So, Brad, you updated it again. You re-uploaded it.
Yeah.
Can we? You guys mind if we try and watch this again?
It should be at the end of the videos. Try that one. See if it worked.
Hey, what's going on? It's your retro arcade friend BklynMenace. You know, I was asked what's my favorite racing game on the iiRcade, and I really didn't even have to think long. And you know what? It's not even a retro game. Even though I love retro stuff, I gotta give it to Beach Buggy Racing. This game is great, and you know what's even better? If you own an iiRcade, you already own Beach Buggy Racing. Alright, here's Rez. Rez is who you start out with, but there's also a bunch of other really cool characters in the game. Now, you're not going to be able to play as these characters from the start. However, there's 9 different series of races in the game. And what you're going to try to do is get up to 3 stars by how well you place in a race. Those stars are going to help you unlock more levels in that series until you finally get to face off against one of these bosses. If you can defeat the boss, you can now unlock them and use them as your character. Now, the races and challenges in the game, they're going to start off easy, but I'm telling you, they're quickly going to get difficult. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to level up your car. In order to level up your car, you need to earn coins. You're going to earn coins by placing first, second, or third in a race. After the race, you can head over to your garage where you can upgrade your acceleration, top speed, handling, and strength. Now, acceleration and top speed are great, and it's usually the first thing you want to do is upgrade those, but I'm telling you, handling is really important to help you turn on those muddy and icy courses, and strength. Strength is going to stop you from getting rammed off the road, and it's also going to protect you against power-ups. Speaking of power-ups, there's a ton of them in this game. So as you're racing, there's going to be these question marks on the course, and as you run through them by random, it's going to generate one of these power-ups. And these power-ups can be the difference between taking first place or last place. There's times when I'm in first place, I'm literally killing it. And then all of a sudden, at the last possible second, I get nailed with a power-up, and every single car passes me, and I go from first place to last.
What is up, my friends? I want to thank you, Papa Brad's Gaming, for having me on your show today. Now, I was brought here to give you guys some tips for Kung Fu Master on the iiRcade. Now, Kung Fu for the NES was one of my favorite games as a kid going back to the 80s. Kung Fu was the game that really kicked off my cravings for fighting games. And so when I got the iiRcade, Kung Fu Master was just the first game I wanted to play. It was just one of my favorite games as a kid, and I never got a chance to play the arcade version of Kung Fu, which is called Kung Fu Master. And I thought I'd be on the top of the leaderboards in just like, in no time. But little did I realize that the game was very difficult, a lot different than the NES version. The game is a lot more faster. A couple of hits of damage and you're pretty much dead. You can take 2 to 3 hits per on the second stage and on 2 to 3 hits, you're out, man. It's a tough game. So I want to share with you some tips real quick. Going through the first stage, I mean, this applies to all the stages. You just want to keep moving. Don't stop for nothing. Punch when you can, especially early on, because you get 200 points or double points for every punch, and jump kick. And what I try not to do is jump kick throughout the levels. I'll save my jump kicks for the bosses, because the jump kicks do a lot of damage. So I like to do a lead jump kick and then follow up with punches and kicks, knock out the bosses. The second stage is a stage where you want to take your time, because it's just gonna be non-stop jugs of snakes and those explosive balls and the dragons. So tippy-toe your way. Whenever you see a snake or hear like a snake drop, just stop what you're doing and wait for that snake to pass. Because if you keep trying to walk, they may drop 2 snakes on you on the same screen, and trying to dodge 2 snakes at the same time, it's really rough. You get hit with 2 snakes, or you're dead. You basically get hit once, and you're on red alert throughout this entire stage too. And when you get to the last boss, you just want to dodge those boomerangs. Think of him as one of the knife throwers. You just gotta watch carefully and do your evasive maneuvers to get in on him and take him out quickly. And when I get up to the last boss on stage 3, I lead with that jump kick and follow up with some punches, and before you know it, within seconds he's dead. Now stage 4 is where most people probably just give up. I remember certain patterns on the NES, and the patterns are different on the arcade version. You can see me run through this. You just want to run as fast as you can and punch and kick accordingly. You have to be exact, otherwise you'll miss those moths, And with the last boss, he's one of the toughest. You can't hit him anywhere but a crouching punch to the chest. You just want to bum rush him and dodge his magical throws. He's really tough. I mean, I can't tell you exactly what to do. You just got to be quick, and you can only punch him in the chest. If you can trap him at the by the staircase, he won't be able to move anymore, and you can just finish him off in a crouching position and not get hit. But one or 2 hits and you're done with him. You're done, man. It's really tough. And the last stage, it's hard, man. It's really tough to get to the final boss. On the NES version, we called him Mr. X, and on the arcade version, he's just called the Enemy. Or you fight the enemy in the demon's lair. I think that's where you fight him on the 5th floor. The knife throwers throw him a lot quicker on stage 5. You're gonna get a lot of flip attacks by the little dwarf guys. And when you finally make it to the last boss, I mean, it's a crapshoot. You want to try and get there with as much life as you can, and mix it up. Your jump kicks, regular kicks, and low kicks. Mix it all up, and eventually you'll wear him down. And just keep firing with different types of attacks. If you keep doing the same attack, he's gonna lock it on you. Just keep mixing it up, jumping up and down. Jump kicks, regular kicks, low kicks, up and down, and eventually you'll get him, man. It's a tough game, and yeah, man, I just love the game, and I'm going to still strive to try and beat my high score. It never ends with high score games, and I'm always trying to beat my previous score. But it's a great game, and if you guys have never played Kung Fu Master, what are you waiting for? It's great on the iiRcade, a true challenge if you want, to try and beat a really tough arcade game. One of my favorites. And again, thank you, Papa Brads, for having me on. It was a pleasure. I hope maybe these tips could have helped you guys out. And thank you guys all for watching. Peace.
All right.
That's crazy.
Awesome.
He was kicking kids.
He was kicking children.
Is he in an orphanage or something? What is going on? They tried to stop him. That's crazy.
Anything you can kick kids, CT's interested now. So
I'm not interested in them kicking them kids.
That was a little
crazy. Everybody was smarter than that guy. He's stomping around, beating people up. They're trying to stop him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Thanks so much for that, Turbo Joe. Great review, great spotlight. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Hey, I'm starting to think that the vote is not what people think. I think it's how much of my video plays before it crashes.
Yeah, I feel so bad, man. So we're gonna
definitely put it on the channel.
We'll have it up on the channel probably by the end of the night if we can have your review up there so everybody can see the full thing because it's very good and you guys got to watch the whole thing. So and definitely check out BklynMenace on his YouTube channel as well. We appreciate you coming on the show. And all of these guys that are doing these segments for us, Third Floor with Jason, Third Floor Arcade with Jason, Turbo Joe, everybody that we've had on in the past.
BklynMenace, How to Bachelor.
Yeah, we love having
Herb
these segments
Wars.
Herb Wars, yeah. And if we missed anybody, I apologize.
Anthony Sevens.
Todd Russell.
Todd Russell.
Yeah.
So we love to have segments on. Get in touch with Papa Brad.
Off Grid Arcade, he did something for us.
It's pretty awesome. It's a community show, guys. So we want to be able to show these kind of segments because you guys are the experts. I mean, look at that. I can't play Kung Fu Master like that.
I know. I can't.
Joe's a pro.
He killed it.
He killed it. He nailed it on that. Awesome.
Tearing it up. Yeah.
So if there's a game
absolutely,
or something
we got to acknowledge Moat too. Moat turned in an amazing segment for Retromania Wrestling.
Yes, he did.
Moat, you did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
So I want to point that out too. Like if you guys miss any of these episodes, this is now, guys, this is our 10th episode. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
We made 10 episodes.
If you missed any of these segments, every one of these segments is individually cut from the show and is put out on our channel. Now, I would promise Brooklyn's will be the full video when we put that out there. But
yeah, absolutely.
But if you miss any of these segments, you can go on the channel and they're all there. So.
And I have a sneaking suspicion that we actually have a fair amount of viewers that fall into that category that never make the live show. So,
a lot of people be busy.
Yeah.
It's understandable as long as they watch it somehow.
CT Jason streams from Disneyland. I mean,
I go everywhere. It's fun.
I think he gets around, man. He gets around.
But even if you can't make the live show, we still love you. We still appreciate you. And thanks for watching. Yeah.
Well, let's go around the horn real fast and talk about what everybody's got going on this week.
Yeah.
Because there's some pretty cool stuff. I'm going to be on Zod Rider's show. I don't know what I'm going to talk about on Zod Rider. You never know what people are going to talk about on Zod
What time?
Rider. 7:30 my time. So that's in 2 hours, hour and a half
tonight.
So 7:30 Pacific. So it's a late night show for a lot of you guys on the East Coast. But I'll be on Zod Riders. We'll be chatting it up. I'll probably talk about iiRcade. I'm sure he wants to talk about some iiRcade. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. So let's go around the horn. Brad, what do you got going on this week?
I have a brand new tour up, the BklynMenace in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's really great. You get to see a lot of classic games in the wild, exactly how you remember them. If you've never been on my channel, I do a lot of arcade tours, and you get to see the beautiful arcade games just the way you remember them, restored. It's a lot of fun. I put music. We have a lot of fun doing the arcade tours. So check out my channel, Papa Brad's Gaming.
Absolutely.
We got a trailer for CT, so we'll save him for last. So let's see. Brooklyn, what do you got going on this week?
I'll probably be floating around in everybody's chat room, enjoying the shows, and I'll be doing outside of the gaming community. I'll be doing my show UFCD.
Right on.
What's that about, by the way?
UFCD is we battle CDs against each other. And then I'm actually been working on a spin-off show called Game Fight, which I'm going to bring to the retro game community, which is we're going to be battling. I'm going to be working on battling the iiRcade games against each other, and then also other retro games.
Sounds interesting. I have to keep
it's a show where the chat room is involved in the show, because if all the judges don't unanimously vote for well, on UFC CD, then it goes to the chat room, and they get to pick the winner. So
that sounds pretty awesome. When is that going to be? That's
UFC. My stuff is I do it pretty late at night, so it's if you can look up UFCD and see all the episodes that we've done over the year. It's mostly like underground music, and the guys I have on there are really knowledgeable, so that there's a lot of discussion. And I just thought it'd be great to do a spin-off and bring it to the the retro arcade community and do Game Fight. So I've been working on all the editing for it.
Well, that's interesting. I'll have to definitely keep my eyes open for that.
Hey, you guys might be judges on it. I'll be reaching out to everybody. So
all right, sounds good. And me, as for what I'm up to, I've started this new live stream on my channel. Everyone, I've mostly been doing fighting game stuff so far. Played some Fightcade. I've been playing some brand new King of Fighters 15. But I'm going to be going live Sunday afternoon, sometime between 3 and 5 Eastern Standard Time. I haven't quite nailed down a time yet. It's just still kind of waiting to see, how my day progresses and everything. But yeah, look for me on Sunday afternoons.
You got any new Lego stuff going on?
Well, it's funny that you should mention that. I know a lot of my Lego fans ask me, when am I going to do more Lego stuff? And it's been on hold because of the misses a little bit. So
it's coming you out, Jen.
I know I might get in trouble for this, but yeah, we'll see. I want to do a full-on Lego show, live stream Lego show at some point in the near future. But I need my beautiful partner next to me for that adventure. And so,
what about this comment from Chatty Cat?
What'd she say?
She wants you to plug her hard work and efforts.
Your new logo.
Oh yes, my new logos. Thank you for mentioning that, Chatty.
Moon
yes,
Patrol.
She did a new logo for me, and not only is it on all my social media stuff now, I officially have a new logo, but I have new merch in the store that I bought that I'll be shipped to me. That's pretty cool. I'm excited to get my hands on. I think my little Lego dude as a clock might be a contender against CT Jason for the best clock in the store now.
Oh,
just
okay.
saying.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
We'll
Don't
see.
buy the CT clock anymore.
We'll have to see what time it is.
Yeah.
CT, what do you got on the books this week? I don't know if it's this week, but you got something big coming up. You want to tell us about it?
On the books, this week, next week, I got a couple reviews coming. I got a couple new cabs I got to check out. But besides all that, I came from the F-13 community, and I did a lot of tournaments and stuff back then. One from the mass chasing. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to take that concept and put a spin on it. And, I've been watching a whole lot of YouTubers in the home arcade community. I see them buy a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't know if they can play it. You know what I mean? So I want to take a whole bunch of them YouTubers, put them all together, and have them battle it out to see who's going to be the home arcade champion. I got some of their fellow YouTubers to judge. You know what I'm saying? Just how they do. But to make sure there's no foul play, I got them all playing under, but it's a mystery. You know what I mean? Their identities are withheld. The judges won't know who they are. Every week, somebody gets eliminated. At the end, they win cash prizes, and they get congratulated by somebody special. And that's it. But the trailer's going to say all that. I got a trailer for you.
We have the trailer here. Can we play the trailer?
Yes, sir.
We're not coming back after the trailer, everyone.
Okay. So thank you all for watching. Let's check out CT's trailer, and then have a great evening. I'll catch you on Zod Rider Show.
Thanks for coming, BklynMenace.
All right. Thanks for having me.
That's my Oldemar. But can they play them all? Hadouken! 7 home arcade YouTubers from across the globe compete for the ultimate bragging rights, cash and prize to see who will be the home arcade champion. And down on the next.
That looks amazing.